call in 232-4434.
Extension 207.
Extension 207. We were getting ready to go to you right before you hung up. But go ahead, call back in. And while we do have a bit of a...
I have a topic to bring up tonight.
Oh, what's that?
Hurricane Gustav.
That's where we were getting to, and the caller is getting ready to come in. So we'll go ahead...
Might be a political caller.
And take that call. Caller, you're live on 124 East Main. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. I was calling to ask about the Hurricane Gustav.
Yeah, go ahead, turn down your TV.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead.
Can you hear me now, buddy?
Yes, I can hear you. Listen through the phone, not through the TV, though. There's about a 5-second delay.
Okay. I'm calling to get a little on the Hurricane Gustav. My son is a student at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, and I'm kind of wondering how it is that they're approaching this situation right now.
Does he stay on campus?
Yeah, he does stay on campus, sir.
Okay, because I'm a hall counselor for the University of Louisiana.
Camera one, in that instance,
Yeah,
let's go to
camera
camera one. Throw it to Nick. Go ahead.
Now, he's in the conference center or Stokes? Do you know?
Sir, no, I think he stays in a big dorm that's got the football players. He's in the band. He plays the drums, I think.
Conference center.
Yeah, I guess it's the conference center then, okay?
Yes, sir. The way this is going to go, as you know, the football team left, and the band team went with them, if I'm not mistaken. Now, when they get back, sometime around 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that, we have preparations for if and when the hurricane hits, if we will have to evacuate. Hopefully we will not. We told the residents we recommend them to go home. Now, if they can't go home, then of course we have certain preparations and everything that's ready for them so that they can come with us if we would have to evacuate. In that case, then we would go to Pineville.
Okay, so you're a university official, I guess, is that what I'm asking?
Your son, I'm the hall counselor for your son. I tell him what's going on and see over him.
Okay, well, like I say, I was just calling to ask, do y'all know anything, like, for certain? I mean,
UL Lafayette is shut down Tuesday, and I want to say Wednesday.
Wednesday and Tuesday were closed, by the way.
That's about all I've heard so far. So what Nick is telling me is new to me. But then again, he's a dorm counselor. He knows that stuff better than I do.
Yeah, we had to pass out flyers and paperwork today. In the event, like I said, if we do have to evacuate now, then there will be buses. There will be transportation. We're going to take them all to Pineville in Alexandria. Then they will be properly taken care of, fed, given beds, slept, or not given beds, but places to sleep.
Yeah.
And whenever we get the all clear to come back, that's when we're going to all get on the bus and come back to Lafayette.
Okay, and you said something about 2 to 3 o'clock this morning. Now, who's going to be here to watch over my son when he gets back here at that time?
When they get, the buses will come in and they get off. The coaches will be with them.
Right, but I mean, like, dormitory speaking wise, I mean, if y'all make a decision to evacuate the building, get everybody out the building, to bus them, to give them beds, or whatever y'all doing, who's going to be in charge of that in the dormitory area?
Oh, yes, sir. That'll be us. If the higher ups make that decision and they pass it on to us, then we have a list and we go through the list and we call people and we make sure they are with us.
Okay, so basically there's a counselor on the floor that's going to help him, right?
Oh, yes, sir. There are 4 of them. 4 of us.
Oh, okay. Well, it's good to know that they got counselors here on duty to protect my son. That's good to know.
Oh, yes, sir. We don't want y'all to just think that you're just dropping y'all kids off or throwing them into the lion's den now. We're here to help, and we're here to make sure that they're safe and they enjoy college.
Well, Nick, I appreciate your time. You made me feel a little bit more comfortable this evening. I hope to speak to my son when he gets back and go Raging Cajuns, baby.
Well, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all have a good one now.
Thank you, sir. You too. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
And that's the perfect segue into our next topic. Nick, if you can push over to your right just a little bit, because when we were in that graphic, we had
right?
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect, because we were having a little bit of a problem with you being caught up in live 8:30:08. But again, if you have any questions or comments, 232-4434, extension 207. And again, that will segue into Hurricane Gustav. Looks like it'll be a Category 5 by early tomorrow morning. We'll make landfall as a Category 4. We heard we'll dissipate over land very quickly from the models we're being shown right now. But again, nothing right now is too certain with this storm, except for what government officials have proclaimed. And that said, for those of you in our viewing area, if you are in Acadia Parish, if you're in a trailer, I believe that's a mandatory evacuation for you. But for the rest of Acadia Parish, I think north of I-10, Acadia is voluntary. South of I-10 is mandatory. I know Vermilion, south of Intracoastal City, is mandatory.
Let me get the updates. I can get the updates.
Yeah, you can get the updates. Check out. I think it's katc.com or klfy.com.
I know Lafayette is voluntary right now.
Lafayette is a voluntary evacuation right now. St. Landry Parish issued a voluntary evacuation.
KLAFY?
Either KATC or KLFY.com or the advertiser.com. We got to give our friends at the advertiser a little bit of credit. But Cameron Parish is a mandatory evacuation. Parts of Vermilion are mandatory, and there are other parts that are voluntary. So it's very shaky right now. We're not, depending on where you live, and if you know you're living in a low-lying area, chances are right now your best bet is to get out.
Now,
if you are going to get out, do it now, because driving here, Nick and I can both tell you, driving here tonight, traffic was absolutely horrible. And contraflow will begin at 4 a.m., 4 a.m. is a good 6 hours from now, 6.5 hours from now. So make all efforts to get out of here and get out of here quickly. And then in those areas that do have mandatory evacuations, I'm sure there's a time where you have to get out. Make sure you do get out, because if you stay, you're on your own, and if you're breaking any kind of curfew, you will be arrested. Now, before I throw it to you, Joey Durrell did say today on all major news outlets, if you are going to stay in Lafayette Parish, if you're going to stay here, be prepared to live 7 days without electricity, in the raging heat that follows, and without any other kind of public service. Ambulance services will be down during the storm because ambulances don't move past 50 miles an hour. Just be prepared for the worst if you do decide to stay in your home.
All right,
go ahead, Nick.
Update.
Yeah, go ahead.
As of August 30th, 2008, 8:26 p.m.
Okay, let's go to camera 1.
Please. Mandatory evacuations. Cameron Parish, Saturday, August 30th. Vermilion Parish, entire parish.
So Vermilion is now entirely evacuated.
Yes.
Okay.
St. Mary Parish. Those who need transportation in St. Mary Parish should go to Morgan City Junior High School.
You can go ahead and skip that. I don't think we have anybody in Morgan City watching.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Lower St. Martin Parish.
Now, for those of you that are watching in St. Martin, I have to clarify this because there were some questions about what constitutes Lower St. Martin. If we can get camera 3, please. There were some questions about what constitutes Lower St. Martin. Now, for those of you that know your Louisiana geography, you know that Iberia Parish, due to a surveying screw-up back in the 1860s, cut off St. Martin Parish right in half. So the part that is above Iberia is Upper St. Martin. You have a voluntary evacuation right now. The St. Martin Parish, the portion below Iberia, is mandatory. You need to get out of there now. We'll take this phone call before we continue with that. Caller, you're live on 124 East Main. Go ahead.
Hi there. How are you guys doing this evening?
Fine, and
doing
yourself?
good, and you?
My name is Barry Rubin.
How's it going?
How you doing, Mr. Rubin?
Now, I have a couple of questions for you guys concerning. I don't know what part of the show you guys are at, but it's concerning the current political party.
Okay, go ahead. Well, we'll try and keep this brief because we moved on to Hurricane Gustav, but go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd just briefly like to know, what are you guys' take on Senator McCain's pick for vice president?
Again, I'm a bit perplexed why he did it. I can understand why he did it, but it seems very cheap that he picked a female voter, hoping to get hoping to get the female vote. It seemed like a very desperate move by a very desperate man.
He did it. My stand on it is that he did it to get female votes. There is no other logical reason for me as to why he did it except to get female votes and as a desperate attempt to get, in fact, more votes in the bigger picture.
Okay, you guys have really opened me up there. Thanks a lot. That was basically the answer to the question I was looking for.
Thank you, sir. That's it? And caller ejects.